Hey, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to make a Stingray card holder. I have some business cards with a ponytail holder. Not so great. So yeah, have some scrap Stingray from another project I had in my little tote. And so I decided to get a general idea, start marking kind of the border edges of the cards, get those out of there, and start creating the shape out of this little bit. So, yep. Kind of starting to draw the bottom flap, kind of like an envelope. Punch holes at the corners to prevent tearing in the future. And cutting Stingray is hard. So crunch you hear is the bone type material, dentin. I probably checked my fit like a million times while I was doing this. Got a general idea of where my snap needs to be. Gently marked it so then I could finish punching and not damage my cards. Grabbed a Sharpie to kind of start drawing the little arms that fold across. Such a weird sound. And then, in a poor attempt at symmetry, not a major deal on the underside, because it's all going to be hidden anyway. Drew the top corners. Finished out my arms. I call it arms. I mean, you'll see in a little bit. It kind of looks like a penguin. Had some snappy snaps for fun. Again, testing my fit for like the bajillionth time. And it's coming together. Still a lot of work to be done. So, got an idea for the bottom. And I realized I didn't like the flat across the top, so I decided to do kind of a scoop, starting with those arms coming across the center, and then back to the other side. Took it apart. Oh yeah, I had to draw the rest of the arms here. Punching holes again, to make sure that as I cut I don't nick anything. Stingray's cool, but man, it takes effort to cut. And then here, shaping that top curve, the underpiece, so it looks like that. I thought that was pretty neat, easy to reach into and pull cards out. So now, starting to shape the top flap. So right around here, we're going to start cutting out the top flap, and we're going to switch over to video audio, because I decided to start talking for some reason, so enjoy. I tend to just kind of work with the material. I know there are probably better ways to do this, all things considered, but this is just kind of the way I like to work, I'm finding over time. I'm just going to do just a bunch of straight lines, because that is going to behave better than trying to actually cut on a curve. Is round up through here. Alright. That'll be enough. With that put away, I'm starting the next section of this, so I've got one or two options here. I'm going to set the round on this side, feed this up through, and then I'm going to take this dude, this is the top of the snap, and I'm going to take this dude, which is good for setting the snap. Now the real question is, did it shift on me? And it sure did. Bless America. But if it holds, that's the important part. Alright, so this is Uniters. That's what I use. I'm opting for a charcoal gray for my exterior, my edge paint, instead of like black. This is a clear, this is the primer coat. So you start with this first, and traditional method is use an awl for application. That's what I do. And then we're just going to take and dip, and we're just going to keep going all the way around the side and give it a chance to dry, or I may follow it up with my heat gun just a little bit to kind of encourage it along. Alright, let's get the second bird. Let's go to paint. Gray paint. Ooh, gray paint has dried out a little. Alright. So now we're ready for final assembly thing. So I'm going to use my flat bottom here. Then I'm going to take my more goobered up side, put it down first. Take my less goobered up side, put it down second. Wrap it up with the piece here. And then bring this dude in. Hard pressure down, no leaning. And it appears to look pretty good. Yep, there we go. Okay. If I did everything right, this should be it. I just made it a snug fit. Okay. There. Voila. Simple card holder. It's got some open here, which I'm a little less fan of. But that's okay, because you gotta have the corner somewhere, right? Yeah. Simple painted edges. Splits out a little bit at the bottom because I didn't angle things just perfectly. But that's okay, because now I know what I'm doing. When I make the next one, it'll look a lot better. The snap, as ugly as it looks, works. And that's also important. Alright, thanks for tuning in.